Welcome to Brain Vision.
Hi, once again, welcome to a new problem. This time we're still dealing with forces and energy. There's always a relationship involving forces and energy. Remember, work done is a form of energy, which is force times displacement. So we have a case where we have a car that's traveling in a specific direction, precisely 240 degrees counterclockwise from the x direction. That means it's traveling in the southwest. This is north, south, east, and west. So there's an angle of 60 degrees right there between west and south. That's not a big deal. For now, we know that the car itself happens to have a mass of 380 kilograms, and the distance it travels in this direction is 48 meters in that direction, southwest direction, at that angle. We're given the force in terms of vectors. The force vector is negative 68.0 newtons, I hat plus 36.0 newtons, j hat. That's the force that's pushing the car in the southwest direction, 240 degrees from the x direction. So that would the displacement is given in terms of I and j. The displacement is just given in terms of meters, so 48 meters, but we can change that in terms of I and j by saying this is 48.0 meters times cosine of 240.0 degrees I hat. So we're doing a transformation where we change the displacement also in terms of vectors, because remember the forces in terms of vectors also. So we want to maintain a consistent convention. So sine of 240.0 degrees j hat, that gives us a displacement of negative 28.5 meters I hat, plus, or rather minus, not plus, minus this is now going to be minus j hat, 49.36 meters j hat. So in the next page we're going to compute the work done by the force in pushing the car, or in moving the car in the direction, in the southwest direction, 240 degrees counterclockwise from the x-axis, from the positive x-axis. So then work done by force, W happens to be F with the symbol for vector on top of it, and S for the displacement vector. So the force is negative 68.0 newtons I hat, plus 36.0 newtons j hat, times negative, that's the displacement in terms of vectors we got in the previous page. As you can recall, I had a minus 49.36 meters, j hat. So we're multiplying those two, negative 68.0 newtons times negative 28.5. We need to go back a little bit. Something happened in terms of our numbers. Cosine, we want to cross check if we got these numbers right. So we have 48 times cosine of 240, and that gave us negative 24. So we want to be super precise. Negative 24, that's the displacement in the I direction. So that happens to be negative 24.0 meters I hat. And then the other one was 48 times sine of 240, and that gives us negative 41 point. So this would be a minus. This is just going to be a minus, negative 41.57 meters J hat. Okay, so when we go back to the other page, we need to change these numbers to conform with the results we had initially. The forces were negative 68 newtons and 36. So these values right here are going to change. You have to change them to make sure they line up with the results from the previous page. So this one happened to be, just to make sure, negative 24 meters in the I hat minus 41.57 meters J hat. So this is 28. This is gonna change to 24 meters. So we have to change that. This is 24 meters. And then plus 36.0 newtons times negative 41.57 meters. So our final answer becomes, we have to put those two together, 68 times 24. That gives us 1632 joules. Remember, it's positive because this one is negative and that's negative. And then 36 times 41.57, that's negative 1496.52. When we subtract those two together, we get 135.48 joules. So once again, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, feel free to respond or send them my way. We had a force pushing a car in the direction, the x direction of 200, positive x direction of 240 degrees at a distance of 48. We had to change the displacement into a vector by multiplying by 48 and the unit vectors. And so that gives us negative 24 meters in the I, negative 41.57 meters in the J. Product, force, and displacement, that gave us the work done by the force, a net force of a net energy of 135.48 joules. Okay, thanks, bye.